Newly initiated singer and songwriter Roopa SIEDD comes from far east, and he's making ripples with his soulful music. Please join me in welcoming this very young and talented musician. Thank you, Roopa. Thanks for joining us today in our show in Asian Vibes.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
So, what brought you to Thunder Bay?
Thunder Bay, well, it was like for me, I grew up in Mississauga, Ontario. So growing up in Mississauga, it was like you're in the big city environment, and I remember it was actually in grade 8, just from my grade 8 graduation. I got the news from my parents that we're moving to Thunder Bay, and at the time I had no idea like Thunder Bay even existed. I just never had heard of it, right? But yeah, that year we moved because it was partly because my eldest brother and my sister, they were actually coming to Thunder Bay for university.
Okay.
And my parents just decided that how about we just all move as a family up north. And yeah, so we all just shifted to Thunder Bay just out of the blue.
And it's your home now. And we're lucky to have you here.
Yeah, I feel this is my home now in Thunder Bay.
Nice, Roopa. So are you a student? You're studying?
Yes, currently I'm actually in my, just heading to my 4th year of mechanical engineering. So right now I'm just kind of keeping a little busy with
4th year. Yeah.
Exactly, 4th year. So almost there, just one more year.
One more year.
Hopefully just finish off very soon.
Nice.
Yes.
So when and how did music become this passion, your expression of your thoughts?
Well, I guess like most young kids, like I grew up listening to music, right? It was just almost like a part of your life. It's something you're like constantly plugged in, just always listening, and it's almost like I guess it has its own almost culture as well to it, right? So for me, even though I had always listened to music, I never like when I was in Mississauga, I hadn't really gotten into I wasn't really serious into like creating music. I was just an avid listener, right? But once I moved to Thunder Bay, I started high school at Hammersholt High School over here, right? So we were expected to sign up for an elective class, and one of the elective class I signed up for was a guitar class, right?
Oh wow!
And the other one was a vocals class. So I kind of just got right into it, and even though I had never touched a guitar in my entire life, once I started at Hammersholt High School, I started playing the guitar, and I joined the school choir, and we started. It started broadening my understanding of music and music theory.
Fantastic.
And I sort of just started delving into it.
What an interesting. So you are trained. You have been trained from the school.
So I guess somewhat, yeah. I would say like especially for guitar, like I took I think 3 or 4 years of guitar, and so I learned it all from there. And for vocals, I definitely had a lot of guidance from my teachers, and they really pushed me forward.
Nice.
Because I was a very shy kid in high school and almost like socially awkward, so it was kind of tough to sort of break out of my shell, especially since I had moved from Mississauga.
Nice.
So I didn't have that group of friends around me that I used to have when I lived over there, right? Because I grew up all my life in Mississauga, so you have that tight sort of group around you, those same friends. But coming to Thunder Bay, it was just a complete brand new thing.
You got a new friend in music.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a nice expression.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell us a little about your music. So you're a solo performer, and
yes.
Yeah.
So I make all of my music myself. And I'm actually I produce, like I've been producing for ever since I moved to Thunder Bay. So I think it's been about almost 9 years now.
Wow.
I've been sort of producing, and it's gotten like it's been improving over time. And just last July, I felt that, you know what, maybe it's time that I actually just show my music and share my music with other people, rather than just like in my little tiny room, just creating that little young kid who came from Thunder Bay, just creating music. But I felt that maybe it's time to share with my family and my friends, and just to see because I really enjoy making music, and yeah, so that's.
So what kind of music?
So the music that I'm currently making is a cappella music. So it's also faith based. So what I do is like all the sounds that are used in the music are actually created by my voice. So
really?
yeah, so it's so whether it's like beatboxing or you set up layers of harmonies together, and you stack them up, and it creates one complete sound, right? So it and I also produce the sound a little too, so it sounds a bit more pleasing to the ear, and once that all sort of comes together, it just creates one whole track.
Very nice, very interesting. Yeah. And the language has been, you sing in?
So yeah, so far I've been singing in English. That's the language I'm most comfortable with. But I also do speak Urdu. I was born in Pakistan, but yeah, so it's I'm not.
Your mom don't ask you to sing something in Urdu?
Apparently, I have an accent when I speak in Urdu, so I think people would have a nice laugh when I sing in Urdu.
Okay. Anything that you can hum before we go take a little break?
Anything
that you can hum for us now?
That I can hum? I could. Oh, just like a song?
Yeah.
I could sing. I could sing one of my tracks right now. So one of the tracks, this one is called "I'll Just Be Me." It's like a fun sort of song, so I could do it. Walking around, sunshine beaming down, feeling free than a jet airbound. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Love's in the air 'cause it's summertime. I'm feeling its breeze, oh please don't mind. Ba-dum bum, so something like that.
Beautiful, beautiful. What a nice voice you have.
Thank you.
Very, very nice.
Thank you very
and
much.
so how does this process of music happen? Like how does the lyrics come first or the music comes first?
So for me, I really it actually varies all the time actually. So sometimes maybe when you're writing, right? So you just start writing about something and it sort of forms itself, like, and then you start making a background like an arrangement for it. But other times it's like other times I'm like writing I'm either like producing like an arrangement, right? And so then you put some lyrics on top of that.
Wow.
But like it's mostly that since I'm like always writing, I always like writing's my passion. It's always been like my way. I was always someone who was able to get my thoughts out in writing better than I was in any other way. So it's almost like a form of, you could say, even some sort of like other people get their emotions out other ways. For me, it comes out through writing.
So writing and music, what a beautiful
writing
combination.
Music, yeah.
On that note, we'll take a very short break, Osama, and we'll be right back, dear viewers. Stay tuned, there's so much more to know about Osama and to listen to his music.